I'm Norman Oshiro, and we are on Hawaii Wellness TV. And I'll be talking about introducing our practitioners at our MOA Wellness Center. And MOA stands for Mokichi Okada Association. Again, Mokichi Okada was a Renaissance man, visionary in Japan. And we are part of an international organization. We are in 14 countries. And on October 4th this year, we'll be opening up our grand opening for our new wellness center here in Queen Street in Kaka'ako. So again, our main program is the Okada Health and Wellness Program, but we do partner with various practitioners. And today, I'll be introducing a few of the practitioners, and they can explain a little bit of what they do. So next to me is Ellen Okazaki, who is a Bowenwork practitioner. So Ellen, would you like to share a little bit of the Bowenwork?
Okay, thanks Norman. Yeah, Ellen Okazaki here, and I am a Bowenwork therapist working as a sole proprietor for Bowenwork Hawaii. And so what is Bowenwork? It's I deal in pain. So, I usually see folks who've got shoulder injuries or knee injuries, or other types of ailments. And Bowenwork itself is a series of gentle movements over soft tissue. We go over specific structures, tendons, ligaments, muscle, nerve bundles. And the technique itself is very, very gentle. It's almost like just going over your skin, and people often wonder, well, how the heck can that affect any change for me? But in fact, it engages one's nervous system and one's own internal healing mechanism. So in a way, Bowenwork is quite holistic because as it does engage the nervous system, it can have profound effects, not just on muscles surrounding joints, but also other ailments that a person might have, such as having digestive symptoms or respiratory symptoms, and Bowenwork can help alleviate some of that. So, a session might be for anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, and I'll start with a series of moves over the spine, and then wait for a couple of minutes before proceeding on to the next series of moves. And that pause of 2 minutes is pretty critical to the success and getting a response out of that person's system. But really, there's nothing esoteric about it. But it is amazing to see how people can transform from, coming in with a pain intensity of 8 to 10, and over a course of treatments, see that intensity level decrease markedly, and transformative in the sense that people's ability to do things that they had hampered them because of the injury, they're once again able to do that. And I myself have a story where I had a frozen shoulder for over 20 years and received about 3 or 4 Bowenwork sessions, having not told the therapist that I had a shoulder problem at all, but I think my range of motion was like just a little bit over 90 degrees, but at the end of those sessions, I was able to swim backstroke and serve a tennis ball that I had previously not been able to do for over 20 years. So it was, life-changing for me as well. And
I did receive a treatment too. You were.
Yes, you did.
And yeah, it's just really subtle. So those of you who can't take pressure, massage, very gentle, but very profound, because I noticed I started to release this.
Yes.
My body was like,
You were a
spazzing out.
awesome
Actually, it's just
responder.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah. So, I invite you all to come over to MOA Hawai'i and check it out, or better yet, go to our website to see specifically what Bowenwork can do for you, and that's at www.bowenworkusacademy.com.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
And so again, we have many practitioners of various modalities. So another modality we have is acupuncture, and Cheryl Malin.
Yes. Well, I'm a registered nurse and a licensed acupuncturist, and my specialty is actually infertility, but I treat anything and everything that people have bothering them. I have a website, and it's www.acupunctureinhawaii. And the website is not necessarily to promote myself, but it's a very educational website that has links to much scientific research that has been done internationally about acupuncture. Acupuncture usually involves minimum of 10 sessions to see results. People will get results right away, but the results usually do not maintain themselves until you get more treatments. Because with acupuncture, you're treating the root cause of the problem. You're not taking a pill or having surgery or anything that might give you an instant result. So that's something that people need to keep in mind when they do come and get acupuncture for their ailments. I also prescribe Chinese herbs, and there's a minimum of 3 months that is recommended that patients stay on herbs in order to get the maximum result from that. I also have a blog site, and it's www.thehappiestbelly.com. And it focuses on a number of things, including how food affects your health, the things that you're putting in your mouth and what everybody else is putting into the things that you're putting into your mouth, which isn't very good most of the time. So I go into a lot about nutritional values of foods and that type of thing. It's an educational type of blog. It's very informational. You can subscribe to it and get email notifications when new posts come out. Any other questions about acupuncture?
Yeah, actually, I think that was really very good. And if you want to schedule an appointment with Cheryl, you can call the Wellness Center as well. The MOA Wellness Center phone number is 952-6900. Or you can visit our website at www.moahawai'i.org. So thank you, Cheryl. And we also have Raj Kumar, who's another practitioner. Raj, you can tell us a little bit about your practice.
By profession, I'm a psychologist and wellness counselor, and I'm a yoga teacher and meditation master, and I specialize in anger management training. This all started in 1998 when I went through a near-death experience. I discovered that I'm living with a congenital problem, and I went to several ER admissions and doctors, and nobody could detect what's wrong with me. Where when I used to meditate, the answers will come, get your heart checked. So finally, through my convincing power, I convinced my cardiologist to run more tests, and that's how we discovered that I was living with a life-threatening condition, atrial septal defect, a hole in the heart from my birth. For 40 years, I lived with it. I didn't know it, so it was like a ticking bomb. But somehow I discovered it. I got it treated. At the same time, I was reading a lot of books about healing. How would I heal myself after the surgery? So I had a great interest from my childhood in alternative medicine, especially Ayurveda. So I read a lot of books and healed myself within a few weeks, where all heart patients would take about 2 to 3 months to recuperate or recover and go back to work. So that was amazing that within a few weeks I healed myself, went back to work and didn't take any medication. And I learned that the healing power is within us and in the universe. which matches with Mokichi Okada's philosophy. So I healed myself through Ayurveda, herbal treatment, and diet, and the yoga and meditation. So since then, I opened a yoga center, and then and I joined the forces with MOA, and for the last 8 years, I have been working with them. We opened a school of Ayurveda, Aloha Ayurvedic Academy. So we are working hand in hand, and I'm proud to work with this group and to serve the community.
Great. Thank you, Raj. Thank you very much. And again, you can see all of the practitioners and schedule appointments with them at our new MOA Wellness Center. Again, located on 600 Queen Street, on the corner of Queen and South Street. So the parking entrance is from South Street, and it's free parking. So please give us a call, 952-6900. Thank you very much.